I'm a pastry chef on an island in Maine, and this is everything I did at work today. I got in at 5 a.m. and made myself a huge ass coffee and then mixed the pre-ferment for my croissant dough. Then I got to work cutting and poaching a bunch of rhubarb for tomorrow's rhubarb danishes. And then today's danishes were ready to egg wash and get in the oven. Once my rhubarb was tender, I took it out and lined it all up for tomorrow's danishes. Then my chocolate croissants were ready to be egg washed and my danishes came out of the oven, so I popped down the middles. Once they were cool enough, I filled them with a vanilla bean pastry cream and then I lined up all of my little rhubarb batons. These were already looking beautiful, but I knew that I wanted to make them shine, so I gave them each a little brushing of that leftover poaching liquid, and then I gave each of them 3 apple blossom petals. Then I topped the cinnamon rolls with our cream cheese frosting, which is super cream cheesy and not super sweet. It's very delicious. Then we headed down to put everything in the pastry case. It was looking gorgeous today. We finally have some bread as well. And of course I had to show you that rhubarb danish in all of its glory. I am so pleased with how these came out. Once we were back in the kitchen, I whipped up some more of that cream cheese frosting for tomorrow, and then I got to mixing my croissant dough. This is a multi-step, time-sensitive process, so I made that pre-ferment earlier this morning, and then after 4 hours, it's ready to be mixed, and so I mix the dough and let it rest, and then mix it again, and then shape it, and then let it rest again. And while I was letting it rest again, I got out some of my frozen croissants and other things. Those will be baked tomorrow, and then I only had 1 book of lamination because I had so many leftovers that had been frozen. While this was resting, I made some rhubarb compote, and while I was doing this, the owner came in to let us know that Martha Stewart is in town, and they ran into each other, and Martha said that she is a fan of the salt market, and the concept of Martha Stewart eating something that I make is actually crazy. But that was my day. I'll see you tomorrow.